All right. I am back with a video, and I'm not sure if anybody's going to be tuning in because this is not my normal streaming time. I usually stream on Sundays at 3:30 p.m. Central Time, or at least that's what time I stream when I don't fall asleep like I did last Sunday because I'm so tired I can't stay awake. So if it's anybody watching tonight, I did want to tell y'all something. I'm going on a little trip this weekend, so I'm not going to be available for streaming on Sunday because during that time that I usually would be streaming. What's up, Bodyguard Graphics? Yeah, I was trying to do a little streaming tonight. I know a lot of people may not be watching or expecting me to be on here, but I'm not going to be in town on Sunday because I'm going to be driving back in town because I'm going on a little trip this weekend. And I just wanted to let you guys know that. I should have done it earlier this week, but I was like, well, maybe I can just stream at the hotel or whatever. But then once I got everything set up, I was just like, well, I probably would be driving at that time, so it's really not any use. What's up, everybody? I kind of wanted to do this as an announcement because I'm not gonna be able to stream this Sunday because I'm gonna be on the road. I'm gonna be driving back to town at that time. So tonight, if y'all want to ask any questions or do like we usually do on Sundays, and I know this is kind of last minute and not the usual time that I would be here. So if you guys have any questions, just let me know. And I am noticing that the video quality is better at home because I have cable at home. I have the cable internet at home. Thanks, Bridget. I will. I had to do something with my boys. So I'll probably be doing something this weekend and one more time before school starts back. Did everybody have a busy week this week? And who all is in here? I can tell that it's nine people watching, but I don't know who all is in here. How you doing, Scooby Doo? Where's your buddy at today, Scooby? Yep, they will be going back to school soon. Thank you, Luis. I will. Are you tired, Scooby Doo? It is kind of late. I haven't been too long got home myself, so I was like, let me go ahead and Okay, Gina, I'll check the message out. Let me see. I can check it out now. Maybe I can answer you. Let me see. I'm gonna go on here and see if I can answer your question right quick. All right, Scooby Doo. How was the show? And what were some of the things that you saw? Where are you located? Gina, where are you located? That's my sister. I just text her that I'm on live, but she still want to be on here. Hello? Yeah. You on live? What's up? Oh, I don't need to be on live. My bad. I thought you were saying that you were. Oh, I just got on. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here. What's up? Oh, okay. Well, I'll call you back in a little bit. I don't know about Hawaii, Gina. I don't know about shipping to Hawaii. Bye. I don't know about shipping to Hawaii. I would have to see how everything is, but yeah, I don't know if it's anybody that's closer to your area, but the shipping, I don't really. I would have to check on that. You know what? That's something you could get into. I mean, I showed y'all the how to start a t-shirt business for $500 or less. You can get one of those heat presses for about $200. Well, I'm gonna send you. Let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and send you the information you asked for, and maybe you can contact me on Monday, or I don't know, maybe tomorrow, but Monday would be better because I'm leaving early in the morning. Yeah, Scooby Doo says she think most of us have heat presses. That's how most people start out. Some people start out screen printing, but I think it's easier and I guess more convenient to start out with the heat press because when you first. Is anybody else having a problem seeing me? You welcome, Bridget. I had one person that said the video cut out. Is anybody else having a problem seeing me, or can y'all see me? Gina, you can try exiting out and going back into the live stream, and maybe that'll help. And is the sound okay? Cause I can't hear it. It's always on mute, and it's always a delay when I'm watching it. Okay. Um, I can try to see what I can do. I'm gonna go ahead and send you this information, Gina, and you can contact me. Uh, is it a deadline for the order that you trying to do? All right, thanks, Bodyguard Graphics. Bridget said, I saw this guy on YouTube make the screen. Let me see. Oh, making your own screens. Yeah, I never tried to make my own screen. So I can't really tell you a lot about that. I would like to learn how to remesh, but it's one of the guys that's usually on live on Sundays. But you'll have to ask Scooby Doo about him. She may not want anybody contacting him because that's her boo. So y'all might have to get permission from her. Yeah, I think a lot of people start operating out of their house. That was how I did in the beginning. And then I found a shop and I'm kind of sitting on the floor here. So I can't believe y'all guys are not going out. Y'all not going out tonight. Y'all just in for the night, or is it nothing to do, or y'all got to get up early tomorrow, or what's up? Yeah, Bodyguard Graphics. I have to try to stay in shape. I need to add to it. I don't have that much in it right now, but you can kind of check it out. I used to have more, but I ended up selling what I had because I was moving and stuff, and I had left it at my mom's house, and she ended up putting it out in the rain. And once you put weights, like I had the Olympic weights, and it was like a weight bench with the squat rack on the other side. And once you put that out in the rain, it kind of starts to rust a little bit, and I didn't want to have to deal with that, so I ended up selling it. Okay, Bodyguard got a flag football tournament in the morning. Well, that's a pretty nice setup, Gina. And if you was to get your own heat press, you could start off with one of those $200 heat press like on Amazon, because that would help your business out, so you'll be able to do the smaller orders, quickly, and you won't have to wait, order them from somewhere else and wait for them to come in and stuff. All right, Bodyguard Graphics, that's a deal. If I come there, I'll make sure to contact you on here and let you know. Okay, Bridget is creative at this hour. I'm up. I'm usually up until the next day. I usually don't go to sleep until the next day every day. I go to sleep after midnight every night usually. Sometimes I don't like getting up early, but most days I get up early. I probably run off of 5 hours of sleep. That's probably a good night of sleep for me. Man, I am really the last video I did, the Bella Canvas video. I'm really feeling the Bella Canvas clothing. I guess I was stuck using that gilding, and because that's what my customers ask for. But I have actually been thinking about starting like a fitness line, and maybe some other things, because I like to work out and stuff. So I'm kind of thinking about that. I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna try to come up with something pretty soon. It is actually 11:41 p.m. here. I'm Central Time. But yep, I gotta be on the road around 7 a.m. in the morning. Um, Gina Babel said, I'm sorry, Bridget Gainer said, aren't they pricey? What you talking about, pricey? Scooby Doo said I need to get some rest. I'm good. I'm good. I'm used to it by now. So 5 hours is good for me. If I sleep more than 5 hours, I'll wake up within 5 hours. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Bella Canvas. Yeah, that's why I was saying, I feel like it'll be more for like a clothing line or something like that, because it can get a bit pricey. And for a clothing line, you representing you, so you want to give good quality products. You don't want to start a clothing line with a Gilded 5,000 shirt or something like that. I mean, the Gilded 5,000 is good when people are doing like group orders, or you trying to sell for some type of fundraiser or something like that. All right, everybody that's on here, what time is it where y'all are located, and what time zone are y'all in? All right, what do you need? You said a baby doll tea bag. gold front foil only. Um, I have never done the foil printing. The only thing that I have done is close to that is the metallic vinyl. And what I would charge for that is, if with just the regular, really, if somebody brought their shirt, I would print it for like $10 or $15, depending on your cost for the foil, and that's with the vinyl. So, and then I would add in the price of the shirt. Actually, a lot of times I double the price of the shirt, you know, usually double the price of what I paid for the t-shirt. So if I'm printing a shirt, like if somebody come in there and they order one shirt, and I'm in Louisiana, so depending on where you are, and I'm trying to work on a pricing video to try to help you guys, because a lot of people ask about pricing. So hopefully, pretty soon I'll be filming that video. I have been doing a little bit of research, trying to be able to get everything together the best that I can, so that I can try to help everybody, because we're in different places, so the prices are different. But pretty much, like if I'm selling a regular Gildan 5,000 shirt, and somebody comes in and they order one shirt, then my price would be $15 to $20. Well, starting at $15 to $20, depending on the print. Like if they want a smaller print, like some text going straight across, then I would probably charge like $15. But once it becomes like a full front or a full back, then the price would be $20, and then it'll be extra per print. Like depending on if they want like a small print, it'll be $5 extra. If they want a full front and a full back, that would be $10 extra. So that's the way that I price my shirts. So from a shirt that you pay $2 or $3 for, that's how much you can make off of it. All right, the Virgin Islands is $12.43. Bodyguard Graphics, yes, that would be cool. And if it's a bigger size, you could add $2 or to it. That's a decent price, $20. And like if it's a 2X or larger, I usually add $2 to it. Sometimes 3, because the 3X and up are a little bit more than the 2X. You're welcome. And then the other thing, you said it's on a baby doll tee. You may be able to charge a little bit extra because it's on a special shirt. I don't know, what brand and how much your shirt costs and everything. So, but $20, that's a pretty decent price. I don't think you'll have any complaints from your customer, because I honestly believe you can probably charge a little bit more. So anybody else doing anything this weekend, or have any plans this weekend? From what I saw, that Taylor cut was about $350. Yeah, that's a decent price then. I feel like that's a decent price, but you can probably add a couple more dollars to it and still get by. Bodyguard Graphics, you going to a birthday party? Or is it your birthday party, something like that? Bridget is working on another family reunion. Yeah, it's that time for the family reunions. You can go to bed. You took your shower already? Go ahead and take a shower. Make sure you got your clothes out. You can leave clothes out, and I want to look at everything y'all have out, so I can I'll pack everything up for y'all. Okay, and are all of y'all following me on Instagram? Because I've been trying to get on there more. And a lot of times, if you ask me questions, unless I'm busy or something, I'll answer on there. I answer the questions on YouTube too. I've been trying to answer more on there because sometimes I let them pile up and it takes a long time. So I've been trying to like every other day or so. Gina is printing some Raider Nation shirts. Bodyguard Graphics says, no, I have a 2-year-old and a 10-year-old. Me and the wifey driving and conquering. Okay, I'll look you up now, Bodyguard Graphics, and try to find you. I'm not that good on Instagram. I'm really not that social on I'm not on social networks much, but I've been trying to be on there to try to, interact with y'all and stuff. Let me see. Okay, I think I found you. And I am now following Bodyguard Graphics on Instagram. Anybody else? Make sure you follow me back. What's up, Jason? I was looking for you. I got some bad news for you, Jason. I'm not going to be able to live stream on Sunday because I'm going to be driving back into town. So I just kind of came on here tonight to see who all would be hanging out tonight and just to try to let you guys know because I didn't want everybody to be logging in looking for me or expecting me because I'm going to be driving and I'll probably get back home around 7 or 8. Okay, Bridget is, let me see. I'm looking up people on Instagram if anybody's not following me already or if I'm not following them. And where is it at? I was just looking at it. Oh, okay, I got it. All right, I got you, Bridget. I'm now following you on Instagram. Make sure you follow me back. No, did you say Jason, did you say am I dropping y'all already? No, I'm not dropping y'all. I'm just I don't do much, but I was just trying to do something with my kids and stuff for this weekend. So, but I will be back the next weekend. If I wasn't driving, I would stream there. If I get a chance, I might still stream there, but it probably won't be at that time. It probably won't be at regular time if I do. Jason said driving back into town is overrated. It would be nice to stay. I could get away for a minute. Bodyguard Graphics says, do you guys do your own design or outsource? I do my own designs. I haven't had to outsource yet. But I have a couple of ideas for myself that I was thinking about outsourcing. I have a couple of concepts about some shirts I want to do. And I don't know, some of you guys, if y'all just not tuning in, since I have got those Bella shirts and I was like, man, these shirts are so nice. I've been thinking about starting up a little line, a little clothing line. I don't know if you really call it a clothing line, but like doing like some fitness type shirts and stuff like that. Probably some other shirts too. Oh, Bridget, y'all about to start school back up soon? Yeah, we're getting ready to start school back up over here, over this way too. I think it starts the week of the 16th. Let me look and see. August the 16th, I think. Yeah, I think it starts on the 16th. I have to double check. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop talking about it. I used to be a teacher too when I first moved back to Louisiana. I actually used to teach at the alternative school. So all the kids that got in trouble at all the other schools, they all came to the school that I was teaching at. And I know by the time you get a break, I know when I used to teach, by the time fall break came around, I was like, right before fall break came, I was like, man, I'm about to quit. I don't know if I can keep doing this because, teaching is a hard and stressful job at times. But it's also rewarding too when you see the kids that you have taught grow up and they still, they come speak to you and stuff like that. And you ask them what they doing now, or if you when you find out what they doing. Because I had a kid that was going to the alternative school when I was there, and he didn't really have any guidance, and then he ended up quitting school, but then he ended up going back and getting his GED and getting a pretty good job and making a lot of money. And he's like one of my number one customers now. If y'all see when I print those 1200 gang shirts, it's the guy that does that. And like he is an influence to a lot of people. Like, he'll come up with something and a lot of people will want that. So, he went from quitting school, not having a lot of guidance, and when he came and talked to me and stuff and ordered his shirts, we sat down and we had a long conversation about a lot of different things, and I was telling him how proud I was of him and stuff. But that's the rewarding aspect of school when you see kids that, especially working at the alternative school, because a lot of those kids end up in jail and stuff. And I even had a couple of them that have died. One of them had a drug overdose last year, and they were saying that he was kind of suicidal. So they don't really know if he did it on purpose or not. So that's something about teaching. It can be rewarding when because I like helping people and seeing people do well for themselves. Yeah, I used to teach social studies and English. All right, I'll try to check you out on let me see. I'll try to check you out on here. I don't like to leave out of this screen while I'm on here. Let me copy and paste your thing on here. I have thought about it. G-Man said, "Have I ever thought about teaching kids how to print?" I actually have a video, but I haven't edited it where I taught my niece how to print. And at the time, she was 8 years old. Well, she's about to turn 9 in a few days. But yeah, I've actually showed her how to print, and I let her print a shirt for herself and her brother. Maybe I can get that video edited. Excuse me. I have quite a few videos I film, but sometimes I don't have time to edit them, or sometimes they'll be real long, and I don't feel like editing. I might start editing them, and then I'll be like, this is kind of long, because usually when I start editing, it's late at night, like around this time, or midnight, or later than this even sometimes. And the question about helping kids learn how to print, I have had a couple of kids working at my shop before. I had a one of my little cousins. She worked there and helped me out a few times. And one of my friends' kids, well, it was a person we were friends at the time, and her daughters used to come and help me sometimes. All right, let me look up Hankerson Photography on Instagram. And if anybody else want me to follow them on Instagram, if I'm not already following you, when people follow me, I always go on their page and see if they're T-shirt printers, because sometimes, their names I'm not familiar with. But but yeah, if they T-shirt printers, I usually follow them back or whatever. And if they have a private page, I don't usually follow them because I'm like, well, if unless they send me a message, I don't really know this person. And I know on Facebook I had a private page. And the reason I had the private page was because I didn't want everybody to be able to see all of my stuff or whatever I posted, which I'm not really on there now. So when they have a private page, I think they don't want just anybody following them. All right, I am now following Hankerson Photography. Yeah, Bridget, sometimes they go down the wrong path. And while you, and not saying you specifically, but while people are teachers, that they should try to look at kids. And some kids just need somebody to motivate them and show that they believe in them, because you never know what kids go through at home. Let me see. Bodyguard Graphics says, what software do I use to edit? I use Photoshop. I'm not that good with Illustrator, but I have access to it. And I use Roll and Cut Studio for cutting out my vinyl. But I pretty much do everything in Photoshop. G-Man, maybe you could get some kind of program together where you can teach them trades and different things. Well, I know in my town, which I live in a small town, they have uh they have a trade school, and some of the kids go part of the day to the regular school, and then the rest of the day to the trade school. I know at least at the alternative school that was how they did, and they can start getting a trade in things like nursing or welding or auto mechanics, stuff like that, to kind of help them, get ahead a little bit. So by the time they finish school, they don't have much longer to go before they get certified or whatever in whatever field they want to be in. Okay, Gina. Sorry you had to go through that. Oh, Bodyguard Graphic says my stuff was once private. It was to block the stalkers. They don't like to share and contribute, but sit in the shadows and steal your ideas. I can understand that. Let me see. Jason said, if you print transparencies from Photoshop, don't they come out raster and pixely? I haven't had any issues with it. If you ever see my prints or whatever, I have to kind of start trying to show some stuff up close, but it shouldn't be rastery and pixely because you can take vector art and put it in Photoshop. But I mean, I haven't had any issues with it. Maybe if you have a low resolution picture or something like that, maybe. Bodyguard Graphic says, recently I've seen several things concerning heating the vinyl to get it to weed better. Do you subscribe to that? What are some of your tricks or tips? Um, Now, you can have issues when you're cutting out the vinyl if you don't have your settings right. Because I have had vinyl, especially when I upgraded to the new rolling cutter. I was used to the other rolling cutter, so it didn't have as many settings as the 24-inch one does. So when I was sitting on the floor, it might have been a bad idea. I might have to relocate, but let me lean up against this. But that's one of the main things is making sure that you have your settings correctly. Because like I use different types of vinyl sometimes, like that Stahl's Econoprint vinyl. It's a thicker vinyl, so I have to use more pressure than when cutting a thinner vinyl or when cutting like the sign vinyl. So that I think that's one of the main things. If your settings are not right, then sometimes it don't cut out right, so it causes issues when you weeding. And the other thing is sometimes, okay, I see right here, body Scooby Doo says sometimes if your blade is not sharp enough. But basically the thing is if I'm cutting out designs, I try to design something. If I know I'm going to be using vinyl to cut it out, I try not to design something that has really small letters. Sometimes you can't help it, but if you do, it's best to have the sticky vinyl if you're cutting out really small letters, but you really don't want to have to do that if you can help it. And I guess that's about all the tips and tricks that I have on it. Make sure your cutter is set correctly on the correct pressure and speed and what else? I'm not in my shop, so I can't look on there and read it. But make sure that all your settings are correctly for whatever material you're using. And if that is the main thing. Sometimes you have to change it. Sometimes you have to slow it down. You know. And also make sure you have the appropriate tools to do the weeding. Because if you got an X-Acto knife, it's going to be kind of hard to weed with that. Yeah, Scooby Doo says the vinyl that you purchase should come with a pressure suggestion. That's, I guess, another thing that I left out. Make sure you follow the instructions because different vinyls need different things. Like if you're cutting out glitter vinyl, that's a little bit thicker than a regular vinyl, so you may have to use more pressure. It's different things just depending on what materials you're using. And Bodyguard Graphics says it does come with suggestions, but not for the US cutter I have. It gives directions for the Roland or the GCC. Now, one thing you can do Well, I know with the rolling cutters, those are the only cutters I have experience with. But you can do a test cut and see if it can cut, if it'll cut out there. And it usually cuts out like a square with a circle around it or something like that. And you can see if that can weed. That way you're not wasting a bunch of your good vinyl. You just take like a small area and cut that out. Bridget said, when I have a chance, do I think I can do a video on something in Photoshop? I would love to do